Welcome to our channel, USA Coin Spot. In this video I am going to tell you about the Washington quarter dollar, United States of America, which are very valuable and rare. If you have them, you can take advantage of them. Top 1. If you've got a 2006 Washington quarter just sitting in a drawer or inside an old proof set box somewhere, you might want to stop everything you're doing and go find it. Right now. Because believe it or not, there's a very specific version of this coin that has shocked collectors and stunned the coin market, with auction prices ranging from $2,700 all the way to a mind-blowing $39,000. Yes, you heard that right. A 25-cent coin with a value that could completely change your financial situation. It all starts with the 2006 Washington quarter, the last of its kind before the U.S. Mint transitioned completely into the statehood quarter series. But while most people think of 2006 quarters as common and ordinary, there's a special version that comes straight from the U.S. Mint's proof sets. These aren't your average pocket change coins. These proof coins are struck using a specialized minting process. The dies are hand-polished, the blanks are carefully treated, and the striking process is done under high pressure to bring out an exceptional level of detail. The result? A mirror-like finish with frosted, ultra-detailed features. They're stunning, and for the right collector, they're worth a fortune. Now, let's get into what really drives the price of these coins into the thousands. It's not just that they're proof coins, it's the condition. When one of these 2006 quarters gets graded as a PR70 deep cameo, that's perfection on the grading scale, it becomes a whole different story. That PR70 DCM grade means the coin has absolutely no flaws, perfect strike, and immaculate contrast between the mirrored fields and frosted devices. And this is where the money comes in. Because collectors will do anything to own a perfect coin. That's why a 2006 Washington quarter in PR70 DCM has sold for $2,700, and that's not even the highest recorded sale. In some rare cases, especially when the coin is from the silver proof set and shows that rich, brilliant finish, it can hit auction houses like Heritage or Stack's Bowers, and that's when things really heat up. We're talking about high-stakes bidding wars. Dealers know these coins are rare, and top collectors don't want to miss their chance. That's how one of these coins reached a hammer price of a whopping $39,000. One single quarter. A 25-cent coin. Sold for enough to buy a brand new car, pay off major debts, or take a once-in-a-lifetime vacation. Think about that for a second. That coin could be in your home right now, sitting unnoticed in a plastic case, part of an old proof set from 2006. Maybe it was a gift. Maybe it's something you inherited. Maybe it's something you never even thought to look at closely. But if it's graded PR70 DCM, or better yet, has a rare mint error or is from the silver proof set, you could be holding one of the most valuable modern quarters in existence. The key is to look closely. Check your proof sets. Look for the quarters with ultra-deep cameo contrast. See if the surfaces are flawless. If you think you've got a winner, send it off to a trusted grading company like PCGS or NGC. They'll tell you exactly what you've got, and if you hit that top grade, you could be looking at thousands of dollars, maybe even $39,000 in your pocket. The 2006 Washington quarter is one of the most surprising modern coin treasures still flying under the radar. Most people don't know about it. Most collectors overlook it. But those who know, they're hunting. They're searching proof sets. They're watching auctions. And they're investing in this coin because they understand just how rare and valuable a perfect 2006 quarter can be. So don't miss this opportunity. Check your change. Dig out your old proof sets. You never know, what looks like a simple quarter could actually be your ticket to a massive payday. Coins like this don't show up every day. And when they do, they don't stay on the market for long. Someone out there is finding these gems and cashing in, and that someone could be you. Because this is real. This is happening. And the value is undeniable. A 2006 Washington quarter from a proof set, in top-grade condition, can sell for as much as $2,700, and in some remarkable cases, all the way up to $39,000. One coin. one lucky find. And potentially, one life-changing discovery hiding in plain sight. Top 2. If you've got a coin jar sitting at home or a box of old change passed down through the family, it's time to stop what you're doing and look closely. Because today we're diving into a coin that could absolutely change your life: the 1968 American Washington quarter dollar from the U.S. Mint proof set. This isn't just any quarter. This one is hiding in plain sight, and it could be worth thousands, yes, thousands of dollars, and you might just have one sitting right in your collection right now. Now listen closely. The 1968 quarter might seem like an ordinary coin. It has George Washington's iconic portrait on the front, just like millions of others, and the proud American eagle on the reverse. But here's the twist. In 1968, something special happened at the San Francisco Mint. They produced a limited run of proof coins, extra sharp, mirror-like coins struck with more care and detail than regular circulation coins. These proof quarters weren't made to be spent. They were intended only for collectors, packaged in elegant sets. But over the decades, some of these coins made it out of the sets, got mixed in with regular change, and now? They're out there. Hiding. Waiting to be discovered. And what makes these specific coins so incredibly valuable isn't just the fact that they came from proof sets. It's all about quality, rarity, and demand. You see, not all proof coins are created equal. Some of them have flawless, stunning surfaces, no scratches, no marks, and perfect deep cameo contrast between the mirror-like fields and frosty raised designs. That's what collectors go wild for. When a 1968 Washington quarter-proof coin shows up in pristine condition, certified by grading services like PCGS or NGC as a PR69 deep cameo, that's where the money explodes. The top dollar-proof examples have sold in high-end auctions for unbelievable prices. And we're not just talking pocket change here. We're talking real money. Life-changing money. So how much are we talking about? Hold on tight. Some of these 1968 Washington proof quarters have sold for as much as $69,000. Yes, you heard that right. $69,000 for a single quarter. And even if your coin isn't in absolutely perfect condition, there's still hope. Many of these coins in lesser but still collectible proof condition have gone for $2,700 or more. That's still an insane profit from a coin most people would just toss into a soda machine without a second thought. So what do you do now? You check your proof sets. You ask your parents, your grandparents. You hit those garage sales, flea markets, and estate sales. Look for the 1968 proof quarter with that deep cameo contrast. And if you're lucky enough to find one that's in pristine condition, don't clean it, get it graded and authenticated. Because you might be holding onto a quarter that could pay off a credit card, fund a vacation, or even change your entire year. This is why coin collectors are so passionate. This is why you never overlook the details. Because sometimes, a simple piece of American change can be the key to unlocking thousands of dollars in value. So the next time you see a Washington quarter from 1968, especially one that looks unusually shiny and sharp, don't spend it. You could be staring at a coin worth $2,700 to $69,000. Keep looking, keep hunting, and who knows? You might just hit the jackpot right from your own pocket. Top 3. Have you ever held a coin that could change your life? We're talking about a simple, everyday Washington quarter from 1977. Yes, just a 1977 quarter dollar. The kind you might overlook in your change, toss into a jar, or spend without a second thought. But what if I told you that one of these quarters, the exact same type minted decades ago, pulled straight from a US proof set, could be worth thousands, and in some cases, tens of thousands of dollars? You might want to think twice before you ever spend a quarter again. Now here's where it gets interesting. Not all 1977 quarters are created equal. The ones you want to look out for were struck as part of the special United States Mint proof sets. These coins weren't made for circulation. No, they were struck using specially polished dies and carefully handled planchets, resulting in that mirror-like shine and razor-sharp detail collectors go absolutely crazy for. These aren't your average pocket change quarters. They're the elite, the creme de la creme of coinage. But here's the kicker, some of them escaped into the wild. That's right, even though they were never meant to be spent, some of these proof quarters slipped out of their sets, got separated over the decades, and now lie hidden in plain sight. That's what makes this so exciting. You could find one anywhere, in a roll of quarters from the bank, a forgotten stash in your drawer, or even loose change at the store. It's like treasure hunting, but with real money at stake. So what makes the 1977 Washington quarter from the proof set so valuable? First, condition is everything. If you happen to find one in pristine, uncirculated, deep cameo condition, we're talking flawless surfaces, perfect contrast, zero wear, then you're staring at a serious piece of money. Collectors will pay a premium for coins graded proof 69 or higher by top grading services like PCGS or NGC. We're not just talking about a little premium. We're talking real money. Life-changing cash. And there's another secret. A small handful of these 1977 proof quarters have been discovered with unique die varieties or minting anomalies. These rare traits, like double dies, ultra-deep cameo finishes, or flawless strikes, can send the value of your coin into the stratosphere. Even a tiny variation can mean the difference between a $10 coin and one worth thousands. And the best part? Most people don't even know what to look for. That gives you the edge. Imagine pulling out an old proof set from a drawer, or finding a quarter at a flea market or estate sale, and realizing you're holding something that could pay for a vacation, or a new car, or even put a dent in your mortgage. That's the power of a rare 1977 Washington quarter. It's small, it's silver-colored, but it could be the biggest financial surprise of your year. So next time you come across a quarter, look a little closer. Check the date. Inspect the shine. Does it have that perfect mirror-like surface? Could it be a proof? Could it be one of the few surviving gems that collectors are fighting over right now? Because, and here's what you've been waiting for, a genuine 1977 Washington quarter from a U.S. proof set, in top-grade condition with the right attributes, has sold for as little as $2,700, and as much as a jaw-dropping $63,000 at auction. Yes, you heard that right. $63,000. For a single quarter. That's not just change, that's real wealth hidden in plain sight. So before you spend that next quarter, stop and take a closer look. It might just be the rare piece of American coinage that turns your ordinary day into an extraordinary one. Keep hunting, keep checking, and who knows, your fortune might just be one coin away. Top 4. You might want to take a closer look at that old 1986 Washington quarter you've got lying around, especially if it came from a proof set, because some of these seemingly ordinary coins are turning out to be anything but ordinary. What if I told you that a coin minted in the mid-80s, a coin that you might have seen tossed in a drawer or sitting unnoticed in a collection, could actually be worth a staggering amount of money today? Yes, we're talking about the 1986 Washington quarter dollar, and the proof version in particular is making serious waves in the coin collecting world. Now here's what makes this coin so special. First off, the 1986 Washington quarter from the proof set wasn't just any regular coin meant for circulation. These proof coins were struck with high precision, using polished dies and specially prepared blanks. They were made to shine, literally, deep, mirror-like surfaces with frosted details that make George Washington's profile pop like never before. These were minted in San Francisco and carry that telltale S mint mark. Most people thought these coins would only ever be worth face value to the average collector. But what happened next? The market had other plans. What collectors and experts are now discovering is that some of these 1986 proof quarters are showing exceptional qualities. Coins graded by professionals as deep cameo, ultra cameo, and in pristine condition, with a perfect or near perfect rating. And that is where the money starts rolling in. You see, collectors are willing to pay a massive premium for coins that are graded at the top. We're talking about PR 69, PR 70 condition here. These grades mean the coin is nearly flawless under magnification, and those kinds of coins are rare. And when rarity meets demand, that's when prices explode. Recently, collectors and investors have been snatching up these top-tier 1986 proof quarters for shocking amounts. Imagine this: a single 1986 Washington quarter from a proof set, with the right ultra cameo finish, perfectly preserved, graded by a top-tier service like PCGS or NGC, has sold for a jaw-dropping amount of $1,700. And that's just the beginning. Some rarer versions, in even better condition or with unique strike characteristics, have been auctioned for more, much more. In fact, one of the most pristine examples ever discovered, flawless and stunning in appearance, brought in a record-breaking amount of $53,000. Yes, you heard that right. One single 1986 proof quarter went from pocket change to more than $53,000. So before you overlook that little coin from your old proof set, or before you trade it away thinking it's just a shiny quarter from the 80s, think again. That humble-looking coin could be a hidden treasure. And if you happen to be holding on to a 1986 proof Washington quarter in pristine, untouched condition, it might be time to get it graded, because the next big auction win could be yours. Keep your eyes sharp, and your quarters even sharper, because with coins like these still out there, the treasure hunt is far from over. Top 5. If you've got a jar of coins sitting at home, or maybe you've inherited some from a relative, it's time to stop and take a serious look, because that plain old 1985 Washington quarter from a US Mint proof set might just change your financial life. Yes, we're talking about a simple-looking coin that could quietly be hiding in your collection, and its value might leave you absolutely stunned. This isn't just another pocket change story. This is the kind of discovery that makes collectors' hearts race and turns everyday people into lucky owners of small fortunes overnight. Let's dive deep into one of the most overlooked treasures in American coinage history, the 1985 Washington quarter dollar from the United States proof set. Now you might think, it's just a quarter, right? But what if I told you that this specific proof coin has recently caught fire in the collector market, and select examples have sold for jaw-dropping prices, enough to cover rent for months, pay off a credit card, or even fund a dream vacation? You see, this isn't your ordinary quarter. This is a precision-made, mirror-finished, sharply struck coin, crafted specifically for collectors. It never entered circulation. It was struck using specially prepared dies and planchets to ensure unmatched quality. These coins were made in limited quantities, placed into protective cases, and sold only in US Mint proof sets. But here's where it gets really exciting. Not every 1985 proof quarter is the same. Some were struck with such flawless perfection that they're considered ultra gems, coins that receive the highest grades from professional grading services like PCGS and NGC. We're talking about coins graded PR70 Deep Cameo, where the surfaces are so pristine and the contrast so sharp, the coin looks like a tiny piece of art under glass. These top-tier coins are what collectors and investors are fighting to get their hands on, and the prices they're paying are absolutely wild. It all comes down to rarity, demand, and condition. A perfect grade of PR70 Deep Cameo is incredibly tough to find. Most proof coins, even from proof sets, have tiny imperfections, light scratches, or haze from decades in storage. But the rare few that survived in perfect condition? They're the ones that bring in serious money at auction. One such 1985 Washington quarter proof with a flawless PR70 Deep Cameo designation sold for over $1,700. That's right, $1,700 for a 25-cent coin. But wait, it gets better. Another record-breaking example reached an unbelievable auction result of over $56,000. Yes, you heard that right, $56,000 for a single quarter from 1985. And the reason? Perfection. Scarcity. Demand from collectors who want the absolute best. That coin, professionally graded, perfectly preserved, and deeply contrasted, became one of the crown jewels of modern U.S. coin collecting. And here's the kicker, you might already own one and not even know it. If you have old proof sets stored away, or inherited them from a parent or grandparent, it's time to pull them out and take a close look. Look for the 1985 quarter. Check the mirror-like fields, the frosty white devices, the strike, the edges. If it looks flawless to the naked eye, you could be looking at a winner. And even if it's not a PR70, a PR69 deep cameo can still fetch hundreds of dollars. Collectors are paying big money right now, especially in the US, where the market for rare modern coins is booming. People are waking up to the fact that not all valuable coins are ancient, and not all treasures come from circulation. Some of the most valuable coins today were made for collectors, tucked into proof sets, and forgotten until now. The key is condition, certification, and rarity. And the 1985 proof quarter checks all the boxes. So before you spend that proof set quarter or overlook it as just another shiny coin, think again. This could be the coin that pays off your credit card, covers your next vacation, or adds serious cash to your bank account. From $1,700 to $56,000, the 1985 Washington quarter from the U.S. Mint proof set is one of the most overlooked treasures in American coin history. Don't miss your chance. Check your collection now.